Drone safety is number one.
So students are learning the basics of carpentry, how to read a tape measure, how to use that tape measure to accurately measure, miter saws, how to make safe cuts, sanding, how to make sure we're getting our marks out, and really come up with a product that looks presentable and clean. People get scared with seeing tools and seeing blades that spin. So there's a fear about that, and I think once you understand that there are safety protocols that make sure you're safe and the people around you are safe, I think it's a really fun hobby or craft, whatever you do. Yeah.
How to build a toolbox and cutting angles and stuff. Well, we start with that saw right over there, and there's different parts to do. You need to cut angles, and you have to line it up, and what we do is we attach different pieces.
So we teach drone safety is number one. So we want the students to be safe when they're flying. Secondly, drone maneuvering and flying. All the aspects of the drone so that they're familiar with it. And then we get into skill level, so we fly through obstacles, and we have the opportunity to fly different types of drones as well. So for students to be exposed to flying all kinds of different types of drones.
First-person drones, it's remote control drones, different types of drones that you can do. There's no easy thing about flying a drone. It's just practice, practice, practice.
One of the things that we want to have is for students to be trained to get their FAA drone pilot license. So their license will allow them to be able to fly drones and make money when they leave school. So that's number one, and obviously the exposure to the world of drones.
You can just have fun with it.
I think the program is a wonderful opportunity for students to not only accelerate their skills in both math and English, but also to have these wonderful career and technical education opportunities where they get to experience things that they might not normally during the regular school year. It helps you build a sense of community, but also helps you to learn how you can incorporate things like video games, which is normally just a hobby, into a life and a professional career for yourself as you get older. I think the best thing about esports is getting the opportunity to turn a hobby into something much more. Students are able to not only practice their technical skills in the games, but to also take the knowledge and the things that we've learned in this class this week and apply them to hopefully their future careers. They can be a wonderful and useful avenue for professional lives or careers that they could have as they become adults. And not only is it just a hobby, but it can be incorporated into anything, whether it comes to their personal life or their school life. And hopefully it will eventually become just as important as traditional sports.
What I learned in esports was how people could work in a team and community and how you could control your emotions. Taking deep breaths, not screaming, or not just compliment the player.
This program teaches students how to combine their interests, values, and skills into a potential future company of their own. The thing I like teaching the most, really just laying out the process and the groundwork. Showing the students examples of what I've done with the exact activities we're actually doing in the class.
It's very hard to figure out what you want to do in your future and how to name your business if you want it to go successfully. Mr. James is a good teacher. He knows how to teach people well. It's just that the second day, we snap right into it. We have to figure out what we want to do real quick, make the names real quick. Yeah, I would definitely come here. Y'all should come here. It's real good. It'll help you in your future and before you get to 8th or 7th grade. We're currently talking about what new elective classes we think should be offered in school. We had to do a lot of research on the topic that we wanted to discuss, and we had to make a slideshow, and a convincing slideshow. If anything, we could present it, and that we could present it to try to convince somebody that the elective should be offered.
I mean, some of the kids came up with really good PowerPoints, and those PowerPoints are about an elective. They're very informative, and they're going to be being showed to the parents.
So they're about electives they might not have in our district right now, but they would like to see added to our district.
Right.
I feel like if there's more variety in schools and stuff, students would be more interested in math and stuff, because honestly, students can be more invested and they get more experience. They want to actually pursue that career in their future, they would have more experience.
Students at Vocademics in the video production program learn how to tell stories. So we're telling the story of what goes on here at Vocademics, and so students are learning how to research, how to develop questions for interviews that they're conducting, and then how to put that story together in a program that allows you to take video and audio and music, put all of that together to give us some feel about what goes on here at Vocademics.
Some of the things I learned taking video production is how to work a camera, how to set up a tripod, all that stuff. My favorite thing has to be with the cameras, taking pictures and stuff.
We're learning how to edit and put videos and audio and clips and everything together to make a movie about video production.
We get to get a head start on 8th grade, and we'll be able to know the stuff before anybody else, pretty much. One time we played Pig. It's where you have to roll the dice, and then however many you get, you would add to it. And if you had got a 1, you would have to restart your whole thing. I mean, the round that you were playing. Say if somebody got 7 and then they rolled the dice and they had got 1, they wouldn't have the 7 points. In drones, there's some math because we had a drop challenge, right? You have to drop a beanbag from 25 feet and then you have to get it precisely on the target. I have carpentry too, so yeah, in that there's angles and stuff too. You have to get the precise angles, if there's an angle, thing they have to put for 25 and 1/8, you have to know what that is to be able.
So what we decided to do is still be able to be ourselves and give the curriculum and still enjoy the summer and learn math in a fun way. Still follow the curriculum, put a few games in there, as well as just understanding the main concepts that they're gonna need going into next year. And this year they're getting the accelerated over the summer. So they're gonna be ready for 8th grade and ready for 7th grade.
We try to embed is students being able to, you know, just work together in a positive way and hype each other up and not bring each other down. So, yeah.
So in this program, we're trying to teach students the basics of what goes into building computers, the parts, and what like each part means, the acronyms for them, and at the end of the program, we're hoping that it leaves the kids with an interest in continuing to learn and want to build computers in the future. I think, and so does Noam, who's my co-teacher, that once you actually build a computer, you have a much deeper and like greater appreciation for the machine. So we're just hoping to give that kid, these kids, a little more knowledge about what actually is inside the computers that we use every day.
So in computer class, we learn how to build computers, what the parts are, like what's the most important, how much they cost, and yeah, good stuff. My favorite thing in computer building is building the computers, cause like all the parts, we have to put the parts together separately, like unscrew stuff, screw it in, like attach everything, and yeah.